Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, JV, coming to you live today, back in the Bay Area, back in the United States on this Monday, April 17th, 2023. We are one day away from the deadline to do your income taxes. So if you haven't done your income taxes, you better get on the ball here, as the deadline looms very, very near. And also, on Thursday, for you pot smokers, it is your day. It's happy 420 coming up on Thursday as well. So an interesting week ahead for people here in the Bay Area and beyond. Anyway, the topic of discussion for this video, I wanted to discuss the idea that a couple of A's fans have come up with to put together an event which is being called Reverse Boycott, which is basically a game in which a lot of people are going to show up to the game in the month of June. To be more specific and precise, the game is scheduled to take place, or the reverse boycott is scheduled to take place on Tuesday, June the 13th, 2023. In other words, a couple of months from now, in which the A's are going to be playing the Tampa Bay Rays, which, by the way, are the hottest story in all of baseball, with their incredible start they started the season 13-0. I think they're 14-2 now ever since, but I mean, they are still the hottest sports, or the hottest baseball story out there. And it is an interesting opponent that they've chosen to do this reverse boycott, because it shows that obviously they want to make a statement. I mean, the A's historically, every time they've hosted the Tampa Bay Rays, or back then they were called the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, since their inception in 1998 when they came into the league, historically the A's and the Tampa Bay Rays have not drawn at all here at the Coliseum. The crowds have been minuscule, with the exception of one particular game that happened 4 years ago. And of course, I'm referring to the 2019 American League Wild Card game, in which the A's hosted the Tampa Bay Rays in front of 54,000 people. Imagine that, 54,000 people showed up to watch the A's play the Tampa Bay Rays. Everybody was an A's fan pretty much. But other than that, outside of that game, the A's have never done very well, I don't think, against the Tampa Bay Rays. Maybe there was a bobblehead game, maybe there was a fireworks game in which there were more than 30,000 people, but more times than not, the A's really haven't drawn very well against Tampa Bay. And so this is definitely a date that was marked on purpose in the calendar. They want to make a statement to show the baseball country that the problem with the lack of attendance at the Coliseum is not necessarily that the support is not there for the A's. I think the support is very much there. Hence, I just mentioned a couple of minutes ago, there was 54,000 people just recently, before the pandemic hit in 2019, to watch the A's play the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, granted, yes, it was only one game, but you know what? That's enough to show that the support is there. But anyway, the only problem, I think the idea is great, but the only problem that I have is the fact that they chose a date in the month of June, when I think they should have chosen the date to be in the month of May, because in the month of May, two extremely important developments are going to be taking place. Number one, we're going to find out whether or not the A's extend the rights, essentially, to continue to explore the possibility of developing the land at Howard Terminal. And if the A's do not extend that right to build the land, or to develop the land and build a new ballpark at Howard Terminal, then that is a very, very, very clear indication that the A's have already made up their mind and that they're not going to stay in Oakland. Simple as that. I think they are going to develop the land, or I think they're going to extend, I should say, the rights to continue to negotiate with the Port of Oakland to try and develop the land there. Even if there's no baseball stadium, I still think John Fisher, the greedy bastard that he is, he's going to want to have those rights in his back pocket to, if it's not a ballpark, maybe he can develop other real estate and make a boatload of money there. They've already done the heavy lifting, the A's have. They've come this far to clear the hurdles in order to have access to that very, very precious plot of land, or acreage. So I think that ultimately the A's will extend it, but that's the first thing that's going to happen next month. And then the other development that's going to be very important in the month of May, we're going to find out whether or not the hiring of lobbyists in the state of Nevada will pay off for the A's, and they can get legislature, or the Nevada legislature, to actually support the A's in their pursuit of getting a publicly private financed ballpark. In other words, to get a sweet deal for the greedy bastard John Fisher, who, by the way, this is everything about this video is pointed or directed strictly or specifically to John Fisher. That's the whole point of the reverse boycott, is to show this SOB that the support is there. But anyway, so that's really the only problem that I have with this idea of having this this event take place, this reverse boycott, showing up to the ballpark in mass numbers game. It should have been in May, and instead of June. If the whole purpose of this event is to show the A's front office that the support is there, then yes, I think they should have done it in May. If it's not the whole point, and the point of this event is to show the baseball country and to show maybe the commissioner of baseball that, you know what, we as A's fans are not the problem of what's going on with this organization. It's really the ownership group that's done a very lousy job, and as the articles have mentioned, trading everybody away and continue to tank on purpose so that they can drive fans away. Then it doesn't make any difference if it's June, July, August, or whatever. So it really depends on what the idea of the fans, the A's fans that came up with this idea. It depends on what they're trying to accomplish. But anyway, and by the way, the story of the reverse boycott day is picking up steam, not just here in the Bay Area. This is not just a local news development, but the national media is also picking up on this story. I saw a couple of articles by Sports Illustrated and CBS Sports. Both of them came up with an article highlighting this plan to have the reverse boycott game against the Tampa Bay Rays on Tuesday, June the 13th. So it's picking up steam. I'm really surprised about that. So that it could be that this plan becomes a renowned and a resounding success in filling up the Coliseum on a Tuesday night against the Tampa Bay Rays. Me personally, I haven't been to a game since 2003. I haven't been to the Coliseum in 2003, so you can absolutely put the blame on me for being a terrible fan of that doesn't show up to the Coliseum anymore. I used to go to games on a consistent basis between 1998 and 2003. I used to go to probably about 20 games a season. And the last game that I attended was Game 5 of the American League Divisional Series against the Boston Red Sox. I was there yelling my heart out in the bottom of the ninth when the A's were down 4-3 and they had runners at second and third. I still remember this moment vividly as though it was yesterday. And they had a couple of runners on, and I believe Terrence Long struck out with a bat on his shoulder to end the game against Derek Lowe, the guy that grabbed his crotch after the strikeout. I don't know if you guys remember, but he actually grabbed his crotch and pointed it in the direction of the A's dugout, and Miguel Tejada, among others, were extremely pissed off, Tim Hudson as well. But that was the last game that I attended. There were about 49,000 people at the game, and I haven't been back since. And I absolutely plan on showing, for the first time in 19 years, I am definitely going to go to this game. And I'm going to show my solidarity with other A's fans. And I'm going to show up with a couple of people, even if they're not A's fans, even if they don't like baseball, I'm still going to bring a couple of people with me, and I'm going to go to the game on Tuesday. I actually was thinking about traveling abroad on the 10th, but I'm definitely going to stick around for an extra week so that just so that I can go to this game and show my solidarity. And I hope to see, hopefully we can see 30 to 40,000 people at the game. That would be an amazing statement that we would be making. Even though right now it doesn't look good. Even Reggie Jackson yesterday, and the 1973 50-year anniversary of the 73 World Series Championship A's, even he said that it's going to take a miracle for the city of Oakland and the A's to get a deal done and get the ballpark become a reality in Oakland. Even he has a lot of trepidation that this is going to happen at all. So all the odds are stacked against us. I do hope for a miracle as well, even though there's still a lot of things have to happen still in Nevada and in Las Vegas for the ballpark also to become a reality down there. They haven't even chosen a site. They haven't come up with the financing. They haven't come up with the renderings of the new ballpark. So it's not like Las Vegas already it's in the driver's seat as far as getting the A's for the future. But we got to be honest here, guys. We got to keep it real and say that the odds don't look good for us A's fans that the team is going to stay in Oakland. But anyway, just wanted to share my thoughts about this event that's going to be happening in June. And I will definitely be there. And I think it was a brilliant idea, except for the date. I think they should have planned a game in the month of May and not so in the month of June. I understand that June makes more sense because it allows kids, for example, to attend the game knowing that they're going to be in summer recess. They're going to be on vacation, and so there's more higher chances for kids to show up. But if you're going to make a statement in hopes to keep the team in Oakland, I think May would have sounded a lot better than June. But nonetheless, it's a brilliant idea, and I hope to see the Coliseum packed, and I will definitely be there. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great rest of your Monday, and enjoy 420 for those of you that are pot smokers. Pot smokers. I can't even speak anymore. And have a great week. Thank you for watching.